going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. In today's video we got something very exciting. We've got a game series that I love. I really do. It's my favorite game series of all time. We've got Dark Cloud. Oh, we're gonna start with the first one. Let's try to have all these videos be 30 minutes long. Let's start from the very beginning. A book was found in some old ruins. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with 2 moons illuminating the sky. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. But whether or not this is a true story, do you believe in the story woven in the book? Maybe it's a fantasy that existed only in a boy's heart. Let me tell you this story this ancient book tells of a magical and magnificent fairy tale. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is... Now let's name our character. I don't think Tone's a good name. Oh, wait. Let's just name them all like bowling terms. We'll name you Strike. Yeah. Dark Shrine. And of course, with all great games, the enemy gets born because someone thinks he can control it. Let's just skip this cutscene. All it explains is all you have to do to free the most powerful being in existence is apparently dance. Oh, and he destroys your village. You know what? Now that I think about it, I probably should have showed the cutscene so you guys that have never played this game are caught up. It sounded a little loud, so I ran it down a little. Ah, Strike, you are alive. Seems like we're the only ones who's in the village that survived. We never dreamt this would happen. One night, and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Strike? I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? Maybe build a new village. I mean, sure, we're the only 2, so repopulating it's gotta be extremely difficult. Guess the only thing we can do is to get help from the guardian of Naroon Village, Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure. I have a favor to ask, Strike. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside towards your right hand side. You've probably seen it before. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. This is the cave key. He also gives us supplies. See, I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you more supplies. Good luck. Kinda makes you wonder how the mayor had all these supplies. Let's go ahead and get the prickly. And now let's head to this cave. That intro cutscene, though, I think takes maybe 5 minutes, 10 maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah, in order to use stuff on here, you actually have to hit the square button and go to it manually. You can't just walk up to the door, click X, and then it brings up the menu for you. So now you're about to meet... Well, you would have met the fairy if I didn't skip the beginning cutscene. But yeah, this guy helps you throughout everything. There is already a bat. It's for real this time, Strike. From here on, you will be put to the true test. First, conquer this wretched Divine Beast's cave and find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in the dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in a dungeon, acquire a gate key for the floor leading to the next floor. For the door leading to the next floor. Each dungeon has a different gate key. For the Divine Beast Cave, Dran's chest will be the gate key. The gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. You must defeat the monster to acquire the gate key. Okay. The only time a monster does not have the gate key is if, 1, it's a boss room, or 2, it's just a random event room. Like, random for story reasons. Like, you'll see later. Since you can't tell which one has the key, you just have to defeat them all one by one. Next, I'll tell you about how to return to the ground level rather than advancing to the floor below. To return to the ground level, mind connect with me. In other words, speak with your mind. When you do this, I will transport your body to the ground level. Just select Leave Dungeon from the main menu. But beware, if there are monsters left on the floor, the Mind Connect won't work. It will be blocked by their evil energies. In such cases, use the item Escape Powder to get out on your own. The Neuron Village Chief has lots of it, so be sure to get it before you go. Again, did the freaking chief know this was gonna happen? Because he has a lot of supplies, he really does. You can also mind connect with me when you go through the gate to the next floor of a dungeon. When you re-enter the dungeon, you can start at the next new level, so you don't have to worry about losing progress. Now it's on to your weapons. Be aware that weapons are breakable. The more you use a weapon, the more it wears, and finally it breaks. Broken weapons will disappear. To prevent weapons from breaking, use the item Repair Powder. It will restore their HP. The longer you use a weapon by repairing, the more magic it absorbs from monsters and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change to a more powerful form. Keep that in mind. Oh, I cast a special spell on the dagger you have on you, so it'll never disappear. But all the new weapons you will get during the quest will disappear once they break, so be careful. Okay, so why can't he do that to my much more powerful weapons I get in the future? Why only the little bitty weak dagger? Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and disappear. Finally, the important stuff. The Sphere Atla, where I protected and sealed the fragments of the world. If you see an Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. You can absorb the contents of an Atla into Atlamilia by touching it. When you return to the surface, you will be able to begin reassembling these fragments of the world. Oops, today's lesson ran a little long. That's it for the lecture today. Now, Strike, show me your true ability on this quest. It's already been 8 minutes and we haven't seen the first enemy yet. And just imagine, we'd still be watching cutscenes right now if I watched the opening cutscene. Alright, let's get started. Macho Skeleton. Ow. There we go. Ooh, money. So yeah, just to let you guys know, if you get this game on either PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 4, the cave bats never have the gate key. Don't even worry about killing them. And when I say never, I mean not even in Dark Cloud 2. They have never once had the gate key. Well, not that I know of, anyway. Premium water on the first dungeon. Here is where you can enter something known as the back area. You'll need a different item for it. For this dungeon, it's oil. For the next one, I believe it's something called World Dew. Then for the third, what's the third dungeon? I believe it's the wrecked ship. You'll need a fish for that one. But we'll get to all that later. Don't worry, we'll be able to move a whole lot faster once we get a feather. So this is gonna be the first of our retro game, basically. Well, not really retro, it ain't really that old. No, I'm poisoned. really don't like battling bats. What I need is a new weapon. And I need a key as well. As you guys see that orange line down there near the bottom of the dungeon? Okay, I got the key. Well, anyways, you need what I just got in order to go through it. Without it, you can't go through it. Ooh, big chest. Give me a good weapon. Poison. I don't know why, but you can easily avoid explosions. Uh-oh. Oh, I got away from it. I wonder which enemy actually has the gate key. Also, before we go any further, let's equip our new weapon, the Gladius. So, I can rush through this entire game in one day. Like, no joke, one sitting, max maybe 4 hours. And I can do that with the help of a glitch that is really, really overpowered. It is known as the Broken Dagger glitch, but I'm not gonna do that, not in this gameplay. We're gonna go through this the good old-fashioned way, and that's slowly beating each floor. Ooh, another big chest, I'm getting lucky. Poison. And it's a second Gladius. I don't even need to battle any more enemies. I can just run around them and click this. Yeah, now that we have the chest, I don't have the trans chest, that is. I don't have to fight any more enemies in this floor. I need to hurry up and unlock the Gaffer's Buggy. I need that Dren Feather. And open sesame. Lamp. Road. And let's head to the next floor, why not? 12 minutes. Alright, good. I almost left the dungeon. So now you'll meet a cat, if I remember correctly. This cat is actually going to be an ally eventually, but we gotta make it to, I believe, floor 8 first. Oh, wait, this one just goes right then up. This might be a short route. And it doesn't look like it's gonna be a short route. Bone Breaker. How good is that one compared to the one I currently have? Fragile. Ah, great, it's one of these. Those things can get annoying to deal with. Okay, we got Pike. So Pike can actually be helpful. If you have him down before you complete the Gaffer's Buggy, he'll put up the sign for Gaffer, giving you more items in the shop. However, if he's not put down by the time you complete the Gaffer's Buggy, Gaffer will put the shop back together himself and get hurt, therefore having less items in the shop. And there we go, we don't have to kill anyone else in this floor. And there's the map. I am really glad I decided to come back. Oh, we got Camacho. So, Macho's house... Macho and Camacho are brothers, and they're both gonna go in that house. In fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and put them in that house. Macho, Camacho. And run around the bat. Run around the bat. A lot of bats, a lot of bats. Alright, I'll just head left up here, get all the nice little atlas. Magic power +2 and a 4th bat. Another lamp. I want to get that, but I don't want to test my luck. I'm getting it. Stats of the equipped weapon changed. That sucks. And we have the annex room. I believe that's going to go on the Camacho house as well. Let's try to make it to, let's make it as far as we can in 30 minutes. Right now we are at the 16-minute mark. So we're actually getting through these floors really quickly, actually. And I believe floor 4 will have our first quick time event. So that's going to be a quick one. And going down to the next floor, let's meet the old man again. Back exciting, Don't give me that look, this is for your benefit. Now, here's the intermediate course. I won't repeat myself, so listen carefully. First is the lock-on. You already knew that pressing the circle button locks onto monsters. Red target frame will appear around an enemy for as long as they are locked on. However, you may not have known that L1 and R1 buttons functions change during lock-on. Pressing the L1 button during lock-on switches the lock-on to another enemy. Pressing the L1 repeatedly cycles through all the enemies in your field of view. Next, pressing the R1 button activates your guard. Oh, so you can guard on this game. Alright. Guarding allows you to defend against enemy attacks. Don't forget the guard function, it can save you in the heat of battle. Also, did you know the attribute change function for your weapons? This changes weapons' elemental attributes. There are 5 attributes: Fire, Ice, Thunder, Wind, and Holy. Many monsters are vulnerable to a specific attribute. To change a weapon's attribute, use the attribute or customize command in your weapons menu and change it there. Of course, you cannot activate an attribute unless that weapon has points for that attribute. Now, what do you think? Easy, huh? Don't want to fry your noodle, so that's enough info for this time. Good luck to you, boy. See you soon. I have a name. Then again, he does too, and I've just been calling him the old guy. I was hoping he would have the chest. So that's the way out. Yep. Uh-oh. Alright, let's see, how am I gonna do this? Come here, bat. Quit hitting me. So this is gonna be really hard now. I am poisoned, which means I'm gonna slowly lose health, and I don't have an antidote. I'm gonna save that guy down there for last. This is gonna be really hard. Come on, give me a map or something. So now I'm both thirsty and poisoned, so this right here is automatic disaster for me. I'm actually going to go ahead and drink water. And use the cheese. This will buy me some time to figure out what I'm gonna do. Ooh. Okay, so I need to find Dran's chest and get all the Atla and get out of here before I fall down and die. if I don't get hit, it might be possible. I can heal myself only one more time unless there's water in this level, which I'm hoping for. I don't know if one of those chance circle things that I ran into earlier, I don't know if I have a chance of getting cured of the poison or not from them. Oh, what am I gonna do here? Oh, water, good. Oh, and there's the chest, nice. Here's the map. Okay, so yeah, I should survive this floor, and then I will leave immediately after this floor and get more stuff from the mayor. Okay, we got bread. Nice. I didn't know those skeletons carried bread. I learn something new every day. All that's left are chests. Let's see if I can find an antidote out of a chest. Oh, abs of the equipped weapon have maxed. So for those of you that don't know, abs are the weapon's experience points. Every time they max out, you can actually level up your held weapon. And the weapons can actually build up into much stronger weapons. You can keep on building them up. Right now, this right here is the default dagger you get. It will never disappear. And each one of these weapons can build up into one of a few different types of weapons. I think the best sword that you can actually build up into is the Chronicle, and that thing is strong. But my sword of choice has always been 7th Heaven. I just like the way that sword looks. It also takes quite some time in order to get those weapons. Alright, let's get out of here. I need to get out of here, leave dungeon temporarily, and come back later. Oh wait, actually, I seriously think floor 4 is a quick time event. Should I go ahead and try it? If it's not, I'm screwed. If it is, I'm good. You know what? I'm living it risky. I'm living it risky. Poisoned and all. 3 skeletons and Master Jacket. Okay, good. It is the floor I thought it was. Hehe, now you die. So the monsters can talk. They just, for some reason, don't. And that's all it took. Now it's Master Jacket. It's time for a quick time event. Strike, he's a tough one. Strike, you will have to duel him. A duel is a special form of combat. Controller button markers will move from right to the left. Press the right button when they line up with the light blue bar. Arrows such as the left mean press that direction on either the directional buttons or the left analog stick. The closer the button mark is to the center of the blue bar when you press it, the better your rating will be. If you hit all of the markers with the right timing, you'll be victorious. When the duel starts, you will be given an indication of it, which this mark, be aware of it. Here it begins, stay focused. And I get something cool. Excellent. I think I get... What do I get? Garnet, yeah. If you nail all the buttons perfectly, you'll get a present from the fairies. Oh, come on, I can't get that money. What kind of BS is this? I can't even get the free money. I want the money. and level up powder. Give me the money. Fine, I'll just leave. Let's get out of here. Strike. There's the chest. Alright, so let's get out of here, rebuild the town what little bit we can, get some more supplies from the mayor, and that'll be the, actually, this is probably going to be the end of the video. I forgot, there's a cutscene when you first leave a dungeon. He tells you about rebuilding the village and how to do it. And you can't even skip this cutscene either, so we're stuck with it. Ha ha ha, seems like you've finally come back with some Atla. Very well then, I shall teach you as I promised. The pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of Atlamilia resides. Buildings and people that were sucked into the Atlamilia will be restored to their original form. Once you bring them back to the ground level, you can arrange them as you wish. By going back and forth between the dungeon and ground level, you can restore the earth to its original form. That's your mission as the one who was granted the power of Atlamilia. Now, let us move on. This may be a bit technical. If you wanted to place buildings, etc., press the select button while walking and go to edit mode. Pressing the select button again to return to walking mode. In edit mode, you can reassemble buildings that have fallen apart and place them on the ground. Seeing is believing. Try it yourself. Must be faster than listening to my lecture. And you agree too. Oh yes, and if you ever forget the things I teach you, use this. The manual. It's a guide for using Atlamilia and other things. I wrote it for beginners like you. I'm not a beginner, I'm a master at this, but okay. Manual can be selected from the main menu. Read it really carefully. Okay, I leave the world's reconstruction to you. I'll be watching. Ha ha ha, so long. Alright, so let's go ahead and put down Macho's house. They want to be close to the cave. Let's also talk to both of them and get their house started up. Tell me how to rebuild your house. Okay. Is Camacho the shorter one? Which one did we just talk to? Okay, here's Camacho. Camacho's the older brother. Yes, the shorter one is the older brother. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish their house, because we do have the right stuff to do it. Wrong one. There we go. Now we'll come back to that. Right now we're gonna quickly see the mayor. Gonna get more supplies. Alright, there we go. Now to send the video off, let's watch two brothers beat the crap out of each other because apparently Camacho gives away something of Macho's. Alright, I'm here, guys. Whoa, Strike, you've done it. Thanks to you, our house is back to normal again. I just now noticed there's a poster of a luchador back there. That's pretty cool. Here, this is for you. Keep it. Stonebreaker acquired. Hey, that's mine. Hey bro, what do you think you're doing? Like I always tell you, what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. That's how things between big brothers and little brothers should be. Grr, I can't take this anymore, bro. We're gonna settle this with a battle. Oh really? Ready when you are. Congratulations, Strike. You forced two brothers to fight. Hope you feel proud of yourself.